Can you hear me now? Okay. After some technical difficulties with a microphone. Um, so today we're going to be going over some decks that people submitted for me to make better. We have 2 deck submissions today. We have a Jarl deck and a Kassai deck. We're going to go into the Jarl deck right now. I'm going to start with just taking out cards that I don't like or I don't think that should be in the deck. So let's go ahead and get started. So this looks like a pretty standard Jarl deck, apart from it having, minus touch for, like, I would suppose Gravy matchup, and Redwood Hammer for, pitching Earth cards to come in for 4. But I don't really like the Earth package in Jarl. I think it requires you to have too much. I think it relies you too heavily to find Rootbound Carapace before you see any one of your like decomposed cards. So I think it's pretty restrictive in your game plan. So we're going to start with what I think shouldn't be in the deck. I don't really like the Redwood Hammer since we're going to be cutting the Earth package. And I don't like any of the Earth cards that come along with it, like Plowwinder or Felling the Crown. So the main things we have to consider is that the top decks in the meta right now are Verdance, Gravy, and then any number of aggro decks. So I'm removing the cards that are Decomposed Fodder and, require you to decompose to do anything. I think the deck needs to be more ice focused because you can attempt to disrupt Verdance in second cycle with your ice disruption, and you need some more go-agains for Gravy. I don't think Midas Touch is a good card at all. I think giving your opponent gold is really bad because Gravies can do some really crazy stuff with a lot of gold. So, I also don't like Spinal Crush. I think this card's terrible. I think this card's a do-nothing card. You're sitting it at your opponent, and you're basically taking tempo, but you're a Jarl deck, so sometimes your hands don't convert tempo very well. So these are the cards that I would cut from the deck if I was to remove the Earth package, and make the deck a bit more ice-centric. Cards I would consider adding to the deck are, with Nugon, we get access to some Guardian cards that we can play again. 8 powers. For Prism Loot, Midas Touch is useful, but you could also play Time Skippers as well. I think it's fine. I don't think you've got a good Prism matchup anyway. But we can add it back if it makes the Prism matchup better. But as it stands right now, I don't think it's very worth it. So we're going to look at the Guardian 8 power cards, see what we want to add to the deck. Because we open ourselves up to playing cards like Zealous Belting. I like Glacial Footsteps and Macho Grande. And Cranial Crush. If we're thinking about becoming more ice-centric, we can add cards like Frostfang and Icequake. I've had success with the red Arctic Incarceration. Card is usually hit or miss. It's very good to aggro decks, but I would say not good into things like Wizard and all the other things that may be in the meta. I wouldn't say it's very playable right now. I'd say it's pretty bad. So let's start adding some cards. So for the main deck, I don't want to go up to 60 because I would like the sideboard to fill it up to 60 is how I usually build my decks. So I'm a very big fan of Icequake. And I like Frostfang. So the hammer we're going to run, I think, is just going to be Titan's Fist. Or we could play Summit. I like Summit a lot. It depends on how many blues we're going to be on. Summit is a do-nothing swing most of the time, but once you've used up your Stalagmite and broken a piece of armor, I think Stalagmite is pretty good. I mean, Summit is pretty good. Although you do sometimes, with full life, run into a problem of not being able to block with Stalagmite sometimes because you've out-iced your opponent too hard. Cards we could play for Gravy are Zealous Belting. We already have E-Strike in the deck for like moderate go again, and we can Frozen Death or Compass. I don't think Batter to a Pulp is really that great because we, unlike Victor, we don't have like Visit the Goldmane Estate, and unlike Bravo, we can't give it Dominate without Crumble. So, out of all the 8 power cards that we have, I think I like Glacial Footsteps the most. So we have 53 cards on the main deck. We can add 3 more cards. 5D Reacts, Unforgetting. That would be 7. Yes. Okay. So now I'd start adding cards for specific matchups. Now that I settle out the 53 card main deck, because we can, since we have 2 D-Reacts here and 3 here and 2 Unforgivings, we have 7 cards that we can bring into 60. So we can add cards to adjust the ratios accordingly. So I'm worried about Verdance. I'm worried about Gravy. I'm not too worried about anything like Syndra or something like that. Mario and Slippy are kind of tough. We could add another copy of Shelter. We could add Fates, but I'm not really keen on Fates. I think if I was going to add anything, we have 32 blues. To keep the Zealous Belting ratios up to date, we could do this, and then we could move Frostfang to the sideboard because it's not that great in every matchup. How many cards do we have to turn on Zealous Belting? We have 6. Technically could be pitching a red. If Zealous Belting is exactly for Gravy, then we could make it yellow. For clearing allies. I don't hate that. Because then Fruits of the Forest turns it on. Yeah, I would like to give this a test drive. We can make changes after some games as well. So we're gonna play against a Gravy, I suppose. We're playing Sledge so we can kill Chum. Rouse the Ancients. If we start adding more blue 8s to the deck, I can see Rouse the Ancients being fine, but then we're just turning into a Victor deck. think I'll add 1 shelter. That's fine. D-Rex and a gravy aren't terrible. I'll run it like this. If he ends on an ally, I want to have the winners by it. He doesn't have any counters on his armor. I'm going to block with Mangle. I want to be able to play Winter's Bite and Sledge in case I don't draw a blue. Well, this isn't bad. Mute my Talasher. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. We're just gonna clear. Put a counter on his compass. See if we can draw Frozen to Death. Frozen to Death doesn't instantly win us the matchup, but it goes a very long distance in blowing up the compass. Am I greedy? Nope. So he's probably gonna end on Rigor Mortis. I think that's fine. I like a Winter's Bite in second cycle. Is this match winnable for Jarl? I think it is. I think you have to blow up the compass though. If you don't blow up the compass, this matchup becomes very difficult. So I haven't seen an Avasty yet or a Flying High or anything like that. Usually I would kill Limpet, but he's going to keep a full grip. The odds he has something to give a go against pretty high. This hand's great. I'm not gonna block this in case he hooks, so I want the option to blow it up. Still be able to clear both of them. Conqueror. So next turn I'm getting conquered, or he might just hold on to it. Doesn't really matter too much to me. I just need to keep the board clear. He's played a blue. I mean, this is interesting. If I don't crown into a blue, I think the play line I'm about to take is very bad. But I think I need to do it. This is super telegraphed though. But he might have drawn allies. He might not be able to stop this. All right, we get a card from his hand and we take his compass. Now we get to play a game. That's interesting. I think I'm just gonna block it. Yeah, he like broke all his gold to do absolutely nothing. It was terrible. Sure. I think I'm gonna take a bit of damage here to try to resolve this channeling prison. It's a good turn to flexors. He could just like play a Sawbones and pass, but he plays a Sawbones and pass. And I think I'm fine with that. I don't know. There's like no go wide turn he's really gonna have too many more times because I've taken away his. He's already played like 2 Murder Travel. This is probably the most value I'm gonna get from it, to be honest. If he ends his turn here, I think I'm in a very great spot. He's gonna undo. Yep. His Avast, his realm activation. He got it. He figured it out. Yeah, I mean, just like, I guess I'll take 4. Or I could just like block 3 and, but I don't think that's really doing anything now, is it? I could like CNC them, but doesn't do anything. They also came off an arsenal, which means they've drawn a bad card. I'm just gonna kill all the Sawbones. Oof. I mean, what else could he do? Is this the only attack I think he's gonna throw this turn? I'm only losing 1 value if I'm wrong. Well, I mean, probably just gonna kill the Humper. I could leave the Limpet. The Limpet's an extender. What happens if I leave the Humper alone? Does he have anything he can extend with? If he swings 11, I'm okay with that. I don't think I am. We'll just kill this. just gonna bide my time until they do something impressive. Dude, this guy's crazy. He just keeps breaking gold. I think that's really dumb. He should be like setting up action point generators so that he can like extend and do things, but he's not. I will be killing Limpet this time. Oh, that's a good draw. Oh, he didn't want to give me a gold. Yeah, there's just like not much he can do. I'm expecting something along the lines of like this into a vast U. To like swing Oyston. Maybe he has his last conquer. I have a Sink Blow in my arsenal. Yeah, I just don't really care. Guess we'll just kill that. I think I'm gonna hold on to the Sink Blow in case I'm staring down some breakpoints I need to cover. I can swing a Sledge off of a blue. I have 2 Sink Blows. I should be able to find one. He's lost his Major Master Boots. I could cast this Ice Quake, but I'd have to wait on him to have no allies for me to want to do that. Yeah, I'd rather not take unnecessary damage. I do lose my Tunic counter doing this play line instead of taking 2 to swing it, but I think it's worth it. I think he's got too many cards left in his deck that don't do anything. I don't think he can win the game anymore. Oh, that was misclick. That's not bad. If he tries to like set up a little bit and not make a board, I can pressure him with Ice Quake. I don't want him to have a gold. Giving him too much gold could get the game out of hand. I'd rather just block and clear. He's only got 20 cards left in his deck. I've seen him pitch a number of his allies left. He doesn't have that many. Sea legs. Okay. I mean, I think I just kill it. So if he like casts the Humperdinck passes, then I can like Ice Quake it and then kill it and then Arsenal the Zealous Belting. That's not bad. I like that. No. I don't think playing Terror Thunder was worth it. I'm not trying to like rip cards out of his hand. At most he'd discard like 2 allies and that wouldn't really do anything. I mean, it's up to him to like figure out what to do. He's got like a bunch of allies in his deck, a singular rum, and like maybe only a handful of like good blue cards left he can play. He's out of Conquerors. He's out of Murderous Travels. He's gone. It doesn't look like he plays yellow Tipple, so he's like out of Tipples, out of Sea Legs. He's got maybe 1 Tip to Bar Keep left right down here. Oh, okay. Well, in that case. Now I'll do it. No, I'm not only playing Jarl tonight. I'm going to be playing the other deck that was submitted, which was Kassai. So I'm gonna be. I've made my edits to this deck, and I just want to see how they go, and then I'll make further edits, and then we'll move on to the Kassai deck. That's not how late. Wait, it was the first one from the Arsenal. Was, yeah, he can cover this. It's fine. He basically got hit by the Terra Sunder, so it doesn't really matter to me. I wasn't really trying to deal him real damage. And now we get to bully him with ice cards. Is he gonna go Sawbones in the Whaler? I'm not really a big fan on Murray and Gravy. I think it's like... it's too slow for what it's trying to do. What, this into this? I think he would have been a lot better if he went this into that. Yeah, we'll just do this. Keep the card in the deck that kills Whaler. He'll play Rigor Mortis, and I'll just Winter's Bite him to reduce his hand size, and then sledge this. Yeah, I think that was a stupid line. I think he's throwing, not playing the Humper. He should just bank that I don't have a way to clear it through the prevention and have to be able to swing like 11 with like a loot to hold. But he's been playing them pretty like haphazardly, so he's probably like out of them. He's got one left. I only played the Winter's Bite here because he has no gold, so he can't just break the Frostbite with his hero bit. Ah, yes. Breaking more gold. No back alley break line is very interesting. Ah, 6. Okay. Do I want to Arsenal either of these? I think I would like to Arsenal the Glacial Footsteps in case he plays the Humperdinck. He's also got some chums left in his deck, I think. I don't think I've seen but one chum, maybe. So he's got like 2 chum. Can't really see him, but it's like 2 chum. He's played a lot of Swabby, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure if 3 more CNCs get you there, though. It only does so much. 1. I could just use it tomorrow. It does cover this and the next thing, and if he does just play out the thing, I'll kill it. Which gym? I don't think Riches is that good in Gravy, but I do think that Eye of Ophidia is very strong. I shall sledge you. Do I have any yellows? Oh yeah, I fill up building. Sure. It's like one of those games that you win 15 minutes ago, but you have to play the game for 15 more minutes. Yeah, I don't think Gravy is supposed to play riches. Leak the charge. That's neat. Loot the whole chum, give no quarter port side, port side. I mean, I can just pulse this and then kill it with Glacial Footsteps. I'll take 5. He gets a gold. I don't think that matters. He has like 2 allies left in his deck and no cards that do anything. Playing the amount Eisen doesn't do anything. I'm just gonna kill the chum and move on. Even if I give him a frostbite, his whole hand is just 2 blues. Now I'll do it just because I think it's funny. So what are our takeaways from this? I think Zealous Belting was fine at the start of the game. I do think Midas Touch is a bit overrated. If you are playing it, it's not for this matchup. 26 turn game. Sure. So, back to the deck. I think all the changes were mostly fine. As I said, I don't really like the Earth package, it doesn't do anything. If you did want to tech for Prism, you could play this, or you could add time skippers. Or something along those lines. I mean, the Prism matchup's going to be hard anyway because of your low amount of poppers. But if you add these 8s to your blue base, I think the matchup gets a lot better. Can we fit in Rouse? I don't think it really fits the curve. If anything, I would cut like Mount Eisen for like another blue for consistency for like Zealous Belting. But yeah, this is how I would I'd play the Jarl deck. If we did want to focus on more Earth-centric build, I think I would take a completely different route. But I don't think the Earth version of the deck is very good right now. Alright. So we're going to move on over to the Kassai deck, which was submitted afterwards, after the Jarl deck. So this looks like a pretty like standard Kassai deck, apart from it's got some very interesting choices in its blue base and its yellow cards that it wants to play. I personally don't agree with this card, Fatal Engagement. I don't think it's that good. I also think Blue Draw Swords is just like a really bad version of Gorganian Tome. There are better cards you could be playing. I think if you're going to play one Blade Runner, you should at least make it run 3 so you don't get hit by like Bonds of Agony, because it has the same name, and it's basically the exact same card. And I think with the way that your deck is constructed pitch-wise and whatnot, I think that Red Blade Runner might be a bit overrated. But you could play like a number of them. I do think Arcane Compliance also is a card I wouldn't play, because I don't think you're ever winning the Kano matchup anyway, if the Kano was a good player. I don't know why the Draw Swords is in the sideboard. I can't think of a matchup I wouldn't play that card into. Such a good card. I think I'd go up to 3 yellow Draw Swords. I would turn these Outland Skirmishes into run 3s. To beat Verdant, you have to make your deck a lot more aggressive, so I can agree with like the Slice and Dice. Yellow Slice and Dice seems weird to me, but it is just a head jab if you have Go Again. I think even though you can see what you're drawing with the gold token on the Vapor Scene, I think Shelter is just a better card with the Assassins running around. Assassins making an upswing again. You can see with like Slippy and whatnot. I think Iron Song Response is just not great in general. I don't want to have a card that relies on my opponent blocking. I'd rather play like just a straight attack reaction. So we have 52 cards in the main deck. 10 on the side. I think if I'm going to have a Raised Army in the side, I'm going to have all 3 of them in the sideboard. I think it's just better that way for sideboarding. Alright, so I'm going to add the yellow Draw Swords. Draw words. Let's see, 3 Shelter. I like Sink Below in Kassai. Fixes a lot of your hand problems. Going to the inventory. And then we'll take a look at some of the other yellows and reds that you can play. I worry about Prism. Yeah, uncheat this here. Snag. So I don't think Snag's that great of a card because the Mario isn't really too affected by Snag. The only thing you could snag is like Persuasive Prognosis and Bonds of Agony. It's mainly a Dagger Pump deck nowadays, so you can't like snag a weapon. I mean, a snag has like multi-utility into like Earth matchups because you can like snag, obviously Plow, Under, and Felling. You also technically snag like E-Strike and Golden Sun and Victor. So sideboard cards, I think Blanche is very good as like a Prism tech and a Gravy tech. I do want to tech some for Prism. I think it's a good deck. And then, is there anything I could play to make the Verdance matchup better? It would just be something to make the deck more aggressive. It's a shame I can't play like these cards. These cards are crazy. I don't really like Command and Conquer. So we have Sharpened Senses, Blood on our hands. Is that our big combo turn? Is there anything else that we could do here? For Gravy, I don't think Iron Song Pride is that great for Gravy. I think you're just favored into Gravy as is if you just like bring in a little bit more than 60. I mean, obviously you're favored into the matchup, but I wouldn't say you're favored by that much, even though you're like a dual-wield warrior. But I'm not sure Iron Song Pride gets you there as much as I would like it to. So hard to add the last two cards sometimes. Maybe just another Guardian Source. I could also consider Goblet. I don't really like playing Goblet. Wait. Actually, don't mind this card. Alright, we can try running this deck. So we got 54 in the main deck. Our sideboard looks like this. We have Blanche, Shelter, Sink, Stroke, Take It on the Chin, Raise an Army, and then Caputo for the Warrior matchup. And Syndra, I suppose. Bravo. Yeah, this looks right. think all the cards in here do things. I think raising armies are more important. That wasn't the best hand. Ah, it's pummel. That's unfortunate. So we're getting hit by pummel. So we lose this. We discard this. We get Arsenal Draw Swords. Trot along, make a gold. If we hit with grains. Could cast Draw Swords. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. Is it gonna... No, it won't. Okay. So we've already got go again. I'm gonna leave with Saber. Dude, this guy is just not blocking. It's either another pummel or crippling crush. Oh, it's Rouse the Ancients. Sure. So 7 and 8. My hand sucks. So it could take 7, put 2 cards in front of it, go draw swords, pitching this, trot along, saber. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Alternatively, this is a 0-4. Could just do this. Could be a waste of armor. Could be considered. I don't think it is. I was gonna try to resolve a Raisin army this game, but I might just start using my gold very efficiently now if he's just not blocking. Yeah, this hand's crazy. I just have to see if I draw anything good. That could make some resources for next turn. It's fine. Four card Bravo hand. Spawner Crush. Tunic up? No, no pommel. Okay. I don't have any copper. I don't currently have a way to give go again. It could just be like a. Could just be like a block here. Send Saber for 5. I could send a hot streak actually, because if he gives me a card, I can swing the other one. Makes me not want to give Dynamos, but if he does give it, then you know. It's kind of weird. Blocking Dynamos was correct. That's sick. He's got Tunic up. I really hope it's not CNC Pummel. Oh. Sure. It might be weird to try to play this Blade Runner. No, probably not. That's a good draw. Let's see, I don't have any resources extra, so it's draw sword's really weird. Gain go again. Gives me a card. Can I activate Kassai? Could just be draw swords until like play this Blade Runner. No, not play. I've got go again. Unless I wanted to keep the take it on the chin, but that's too risky for me because I might draw a card that I can't use. Loss of value. I would have normally pitched to Grains, but I think he's going to try to dominate something. I'm just going to keep this. So it says 7 dominate go again into 8 dominate go into 8 dominate. It's cool. Checksum doesn't really do anything, so it's going to shelter here. This is probably where I try to resolve Raise an Army. Could, however, like Arsenal it. Play it next turn with a better hand. One where I'm not getting chokes land. I'll give him the option to give it to me now. Perfect. Is that the yellow I need? I need another yellow. I'll have one. That's fine. That's a good arsenal, huh? Could also use it to swing the sellsword. Is that my first spoils of the game? That's crazy. I guess I get my gold. Yay. I see. think I'm supposed to sink the outland skirmish. I really want to get value of this chess piece before I get like pummeled or something. He's at 2. I should just push with this Centauri sellsword. That's really good. I meant to play it there. But this is fine. Whoa. Yep. All right. I think this card was all right. I don't know if I'd rather it be Nourishing Emptiness. I'm trying to think about it. There's a lot of armor in the format now, so I don't think Nourishing's hitting a lot. No, I like it more than Nourishing Emptiness. Yeah, that's right. Well, I think this is what I would do to the Kassai deck. I might try to trade out this yellow slice and dice or something better, but there's not too many more things you can play that are better than that. AV2, I might try to go to AV3, or I might drop down to AV1. I'm not sure how much I want to respect wizards. Because, you know, your Virtus matchup is a little iffy, but your Kano matchup seems very bad. Unless you have, like, AV3 compliance. And even then, you're not a deck that really pitches to AV3 too often. Yep, so we'd run another game with this deck. This deck felt fine. I'll strike Gravy. The man of the hour. The more cards I add, the less likely I am to see a card would go again. I don't think I'll add Stroke. I think this looks fine. Maybe just load up Kabuto because I don't want Gold Beta Twig to hit me. Ah, no. I'm not worried about that. I'd say that's a pretty bad chart, the high seas. Oh, please. I really need to filter this hand. Were you playing Remembrance in your deck? You were the Bravo I played against, right? Oof. Oh. The Gravy Mirror always goes to like very low deck size. Yes. You good? Are you there? I don't think this could be that complex. It's turn 0. Why did we pitch the ally? Wait, this doesn't make any sense. If you're starting him with Chart the High Seas, Tipple, Rigor Mortis, and some mystery card, shouldn't you have just filled the graveyard? Love a go against source here. Please. Any of them. Except take it on the chin. That's right. Oh, gosh, it was sink below. That's fine. I think that's a fine arsenal. I guess. If I get conquered. Oh, this is going to take forever, isn't it? I can't have it be holding priority on my blade flurries and stuff. It's because I'm leaning over Josh. My bad. I mean, the draw swords build is cringe, but it's like the only way you like attempt to beat Verdant. You need the damage. Oh, this guy plays Blood on the Water into me. I'm just trying to pass. This could be a 55-minute game. I don't want it to be. Oh, this hand's really cool. I am just trying to pass. I play very quickly. I just deep I put it to speed up a lot. Do you not like me spam clicking my mouse? I'm just trying. Don't worry. It's gonna be a scuffed first stream. It's all trial and error. Oof. Dude, I hate this card in matchups where your opponent's like actively trying to clear allies. I just think it's like game losing to play this kind of card in your deck against like a warrior. I see. So that is what my turn is. No shot. He ain't free. That would be busted. You could dead threads him out. I don't think it's correct, but you could. Well, does anybody have any questions about the deck? Finally, my turn. Wait, that's a pretty good draw. I can hit him for 2. If only he had attacked me and I could arsenal this card. I don't really feel like IPing on it though. Kind of feels stupid. Is there anything? He could technically Sunken Treasure or something if I attack him, but I eventually have to put his life total to 0. Oh, finally. So we're coming in for a big enough number. Oh, this is stretching my patience. Yeah? Here. So crazy to me. Take your turn. Unless it was just pass, which would be dumb. This hand is so lit. Discard Sawbones. I think I've played maybe 2 minutes of this 14-minute game. I wonder what all their obsession with breaking gold is. Because this is never right. This is stupid. There's like definitely better lines here than break gold. I don't know why we're doing anything. You know, I thought gravy was hard, but I didn't think he was this hard. I feel like I'm about to get homepaged, or I'm about to leave. What are we doing with that? There is no shot you just broke 3 gold and played Limpet Pass. Yep. Dude, this is why I tell Josh you can't play on Teleshar and then tell me real data. Oh, we're just taking 8, huh? Now I gotta know what that hand structure's looking like. I really hope it's not reminiscent of the last turn cycle. I kind of I kind of want to throw this Blanche at him just to see if he knows what it does to his deck. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. No, I think when he realizes that the mage, I actually don't even know if he's. I mean, it only makes sense if it's an ally from his hand, and that seems pretty bad. Oh, okay. Didn't waste compass. Well, wasted mage masters, I think. Turned mage masters into a diamond amulet. It's basically what? Uh-huh. I'm listening. Well, don't want to steal my gold, but I don't want this Sank Blow to be in my arsenal either. So this feels like with dead threads into rigor mortis. I kind of want to get this Blanche in our arsenal. I should bring on people to play against. I wonder how much longer I'm gonna sit here. Bam. Okay. Now what? Is there a limit in your arsenal? Or is this just like play rigor mortis pass? Ha! This was terrible. This was You got it, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to resolve the spoils 4. Please. Please. You see, I would jump ship, but I feel like I'm already invested in this game. I need to see if I can win at 40. This isn't about winning the game anymore. It's about trying to make a statement. Am I being trolled? I don't know. I'm the one who joined the lobby. Oh. Me, I'm not going to Singapore. It's too far. Costs too much money. Dude, I would have loved to have it taken on the chin here. The double launch would have been so cool. It's a shame. Telstar needs a call the judge button. Why do they always, like, break the gold with resources? And then, like, pitch an ally or play an ally? This doesn't make any sense to me. If he leaves me with this whole hand, I'm just going to break a bunch of copper until I get some form of go again. We have cast 2 chums. Okay. Maybe I'll just blanch it. Dude, this is exhilarating gameplay right here. I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes. Yes, 2 more minutes. And then I'm out. What are you trying to say with his deck size and my HP and more? What are you saying that I should stay in the game? I just want to leave because he's taking a long time. Okay. Oh, dude, that was a terrible draw. Holy shit. Yeah, I do think he has a 0% chance to win, yes. But here I am. Trying to figure out what to do now. So I'm just leaving this Rare Morrison play. think he'll activate Chum if I activate Kassai? I'm just gonna leave the Chum in play. I don't care. It's so not worth it. I could just kill it next turn with the launch. I could just block 3 cards. Give me my dynamos back. So, Curtis, are you taking Max to Nats? Not Nats, Pro Tour? Are you taking Max? That's crazy. Oh, oopsies. Ah, whatever. Who cares? I'm too lazy to take it back. It was filtering. I was filtering my hand. That's what it was. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have so much copper. How many blood are in our hands? Have I seen 0? Well, I mean, I probably pitched 1. I can't say 0 for sure. I don't remember. It's been a long 35 minutes. Very long 35 minutes. Wait a minute. I could. Yeah, sure, conquer. So is this like conquer into Chum? Ripperoni. I was really hoping to like make a bunch of allies with my Raisin army. I wanted to be the gravy player. You haven't made a gold this turn. I think I'll just blow it up. I just want to see if he can deal me a point of damage. I give him one more shot. Oh, hey Dakota. How's it going? Yeah, a lot of nothing's going on now though because the gravy player is taking 17 years. It's been at 37 minutes and it is turn 8. But I am invested in this game now. Although if he hasn't made an action by 39, I'm leaving. I just leave now. Ugh. That took forever. Alright, well, this was the Kassai deck that I edited. I took out these cards. I don't think they're that great. I think if you're going to play Arcane Compliance, you need to go up to 83 and maybe play like Spell Void 1 and then you could like play into Kano. But it doesn't help your Verdance matchup at all. I think for Verdance, you just need to like play the most aggressive version of your deck that you can. So, I mean, maybe some more attack reacts or what have you. I think I would rather just play like Hatchet Story though over Kassai. I like Spill Blood. Well, that's it for me. We played 3 games, went over 2 decks. Does anybody have anything? Any questions they want to ask about the decks or anything before we wrap up the stream? Spellblood is a fun card. I love playing Dorinthia. She just has a really bad Verdance matchup. I say that a lot. I say a lot of things have a bad Verdance matchup. Because they do. It really sucks. Well, guys. I'm going to call it here. I'll see you guys in the next stream, which is tomorrow. Make sure to tune in to me teaching Josh how to play Fi. I'll see you guys later.